We are going to continue with operations with vectors, and we are going to focus on a mix example. You will find this on page 589 in the Namibian Ordinary Level Mathematics textbook, y equals mx plus c to success. Let's look at an example. In the diagram, BC is Q, BC is Q, and AP is R. BD is equal to 2 times BC. What does that mean? That means that if this is Q, then this will also be Q. And AC equals 2AM. And AB, let's just see, AB equals 3 times AP. So if this is R, then this one will be 2R. Okay. Express in its simplest form in terms of Q and R, CA. So basically, I will just look for a long route. So it will be from C to B and from B to A. Now remember, always indicate the route before substituting the vectors. It helps to use known vectors and previous answers. So what was the root of CA? It will be CB plus BA. So this will be minus Q because it's in the opposite direction. And this is 3R, so in the opposite direction, it will be negative 3R. Okay, it's unlike terms, so just leave it like this. Then the next one, CM. Now let's start with this statement. I can say that AC, okay, let's take it, AC equals 2AM. That's why I indicate this. So I can say that AM and MC, that will be equal, and that will be the half of AC, which is correct. So I can also say that CM, from C to M, will be the half of CA. And remember, I already have CA. So if I want to find CM, it's just the half of CA. So just substitute CA in there and then just multiply it in. So it's negative a half Q and negative 1.5 R. Okay, then the next one, DM. Now again, look for the long route. So it will be from D to C and from C to M. So it will be DC plus CM. So this will be negative Q, do you agree? Because it's the opposite direction, plus, and remember, I already have CM. There's CM. So just substitute it there. Just substitute that there. And now I can simplify it by adding the like terms. So this is negative 1 and negative a half. So it will be negative 1.5 or 3 over 2Q minus that 3 over 2R. And then the next one, this one, MP. So if I'm going to look, in this case, it's going to be MP. Now you can take that route starting from P from M going to P, but that's too long. Rather take a shorter one. So it will be MA plus AP. So MA plus AP. Okay, now let's see, MA. Now do you agree that CM is equal to MA? And I already have CM. So MA will be just also a half of CA, a half of that, okay? And then plus that little r. And now I just simplify, I multiply in, and then I just add my like terms, so it's negative 1.5 plus 1, so it's going to be negative a half r, and that's going to be my final answer. And then the next one, compare dm and mp. So let's just see dm and mp. Now just look up. I already have dm, just write it down. I already have mp, just write it down. And now if I compare it, see if you can take it, it's something to do with parallel. So see if you can take out a common factor. So let's take out 3. Then I'm left with this. If I divide by 3, divide by 3. Then I'm left with this. And if I compare, I can say that this is the same as this. So therefore, I can say that dm is 3 times mp. And that's what they want. Okay, so it's parallel vectors, but the one is 3 times as long as the other one. Okay, I want you to stop the video and try now 26, and I want you to do number 4. You can continue the video as soon as you are finished. Okay, let's start. In the diagram, if AB is equal to H, AB is equal to H. Now, I'm going to use colors to indicate it. So, let's just move it up a little bit. Okay, so this is H. And then this one, no, sorry, and AC, let's just indicate it nicely. AC, that one, and that one is equal to K. Okay, so the long ones. And then they say M and N are the midpoints of AB. So this is very important. So it means that this is equal to this, and basically that this is equal to this. Okay, now if I already wrote this, I can then go on and say that this up to there, it's going to be a half H, and this one is also going to be a half H. So that if it adds up, it will give you 1. The same here, this one is going to be a half K, and this one is also going to be a half K. Okay, and now we're going to start. Express in terms of H and K, BC. Now always remember, first write down the root. Okay, so if I want BC, let's just find, this is the short way. It's from B to C, so it will be BA plus AC. BA plus AC. You have to start at the same point and end so that this values, the beginning and the last will be the same. Okay, now in the place of BA, now remember if this is H, in the opposite direction, it will be negative H. Okay, but this is in the same direction, so plus K. And that will be my final answer. Okay, that's the first one. Now let's go to the second one. I'm just going to do it here. See if I fit in everything. AM. Now let's just find it first. AM. Now do you see that AM is the half of AB? So, and I have that AB, can you remember? That was easy. AB was H. So it's the half of H. And that's my final answer there. Okay. And then I'm going to go to the third one. And that's going to be AN. Okay, now let's just see where's AN. AN will be the half again of AC. So that will be the half, and AC was just K. Okay, and that's going to be that answer. Okay, and now I'm going to go to my fourth one, and that's going to be MN. MN. Now let's just find MN. You can go this way around, but it's too long. So and you also so let's rather go from M to A. and then from A to M. So, let's just leave this one must not be there. Okay, so basically MA is going to be its opposite direction, so negative a half H, do you agree? Plus, and this one is just a half K. And that will be that one. Okay. So, and then the next one, what are they saying? What can you say about BC? Now, I prefer if we do it like this. Let's first write it down. So, if I will say, so from number B, let's say white again, number B. So, what was BC? Let's first write it down. That was minus H plus K. Okay, and what's the other one? MN. Okay, and what was MN? It's actually here on top. That was minus a half H plus a half K. Okay, and now what will you see? If you're going to take out, say you take out a half in this case, you're going to end up with negative H plus K. So I'm going to say, I can say that BC, okay, it's two ways of writing it. I can say that BC equals a half, okay, let's just see, BC, okay, I must multiply this one with 2 to become this one. So we're not going to say a half, so let's just redo it. So for this one to become, can I just show you this? I will actually take there and I must multiply it by 2. Can you see? Because then the half will cancel out. So I will say BC equals 2MN. Okay. Otherwise, I must say, I can also say it otherwise as that MN is equal to a half of BC. That's the other way. But I think we can stand by using this one. To get BC, I must take MN and I must multiply it by 2.